What are you up to?
What's happening, everybody? Old Man Enduro here. Hope you're all doing well. Me, I'm doing alright. I hope you brought your attention span with you this week because I'm going to get a little long-winded, but I've got some exciting news for you, so if you stick around to the end, you're going to hear it all. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Just kidding. We all know that the use of the word epic is used and mostly abused these days, but I'm here to tell you that I'm not abusing it, but I use it to describe this day. The weather was getting a little warmer, and Aaron, Blakely, Homeless Rob, and myself decided to head out to Caliente, Nevada for a little change of scenery and to find some trees to ride in. Granted, they're not the biggest trees, but they're trees nonetheless, and do offer a little shade. We loaded up the bikes and met at Aaron's house. We're all in great spirits and excited to ride. As soon as we got to Caliente, things took a turn for the worse. Due to the recent rains, the road to the trailhead was washed out in multiple spots. We managed to get through the first couple, but being the genius I am, I thought I had put my truck into four-wheel drive, but obviously I hadn't. So, three-place trailer in tow, I managed to bury my truck up to the frame in the middle of the creek. Fast forward an hour and a whole lot of work, we managed to get unstuck and turn around. We decided to just park where we were, ride the bikes in from there. All geared up and ready to go, we hit the trail. We rode for about 20 minutes and stopped at a junction. Blakey and I waited for about 10 minutes until we heard Aaron yelling. Apparently, Homeless Rob had crashed and hurt his ribs pretty bad. Rob made his way down to where we were and said he was done for the day. He was going to go back to the truck, but we should keep riding. So, we kept riding, one man down. Well, we kept riding for about 20 minutes. We came out on a two-track and were heading to the start of some more singling. As we were cruising down the two-track, my mind started wandering, of course. I managed to get sucked into the wrong line. There happened to be a dead tree branch poking out into my line, and I thought I was leaned over enough to miss it. But obviously, I wasn't. The branch was broken and managed to spear me just above my boot and just to the side of my knee pad. It was the perfect spot. An inch to the left, or an inch to the right, or an inch lower, and I would have been fine. But I wasn't. So I told Aaron and Blakey to keep riding, and I was headed back to the truck. I knew that I was hurt, but there was no blood, so I thought I would probably be fine. Once I got back to the truck and got my boot off, I realized there was a good puncture wound in my leg. That sucker bled for a good 4 hours. Rob had gone into town on his bike, grabbed some beer, and the two remaining survivors were back pretty quick. I bandaged the puncture wound as good as I could, and we headed to town to get a bite to eat. A few hours later, I was home. At this point, I knew I should probably go get my leg checked out. The wife was not impressed with my lack of urgency, but was kind enough to take me to the ER. A couple of hours later, they had fleshed some pieces of wood out of the wound and and x-rayed the leg. Prognosis: fractured fibula and a nasty puncture wound to end the day. My apologies for taking so long to get to this video. Things have been pretty hectic. Those of you that follow my channel will remember my video on the AMRA Rampage Hair Scramble race in Page, Arizona. This is where I had the absolute pleasure of meeting Brad Boucher, Dan Driver, and Lee Cunningham, and the rest of the Ghost Riders MX Club. Their subscribers to my channel invited me out to the race. Treated me like royalty and just had an awesome vibe about them all around. They're like a big family, and to be honest, I kind of left wishing I could be involved with something like they had. I ended up going down to ride with them in Phoenix and to meet up with them and do some other activities. I had an absolute blast and ended up attending one of the Ghost Riders Club's Family Day rides. You can see footage of that week in my video, Be Better. I ended up speaking with Lee, the founder and president, more about the club and how great I thought it was. How cool I thought it would be to have something like that in southern Utah. Myself and some others had started to form a club here a few years ago, but after COVID hit, it just kind of fizzled out. Well, when I got back home, we got the band back together. With the blessing of the Phoenix Ghost Riders, we are now the Ghost Riders Southern Utah chapter. While we have a bit of a different agenda, as we're a 501c3 nonprofit, we're part of a bigger family of moto enthusiasts. It has been quite the roller coaster ride, and a whole lot of work, and a whole lot of hair pulling, but we did it, and we're proud of it. So, if you're in the greater Phoenix area and are looking for some amazing people to ride with, or just plan on visiting, be sure to get in touch with them through their Facebook page, Ghost Riders with a Z MX Club. Likewise, if you're ever down my way or live in Utah, Nevada, or anywhere else for that matter, I would highly recommend becoming a member of Ghost Riders with a Z Southern Utah. Join our Facebook page, Southern Utah Single Track Ghost Riders MC. Our local trails are under fire right now, and we're doing everything we can to save them. You can feel free to contact me through email at ghostridersu@gmail.com for information on how to join the club or to make a tax-deductible donation to help our cause. We've got a lot of great trails down here, and a lot of you guys love to ride them. So if you want to save them, please help us out. I know that was a whole lot of information, and if you're still with me, you are awesome. Comment Ghost Riders with a Z in the comments and smash that like button. I've got 2 more weeks until I'm back on the bike. I hope you all have a great ride this weekend. Old man, out.
I need a...
You okay?
Oh, I caught a fucking log branch.
Shit. You cut the shit out of your pants.
Oh.
They're dropping like flies here.
Fucker.
I got mine. No,
It's right above my boot too.
I'm not even gonna fucking say it. Do you have the pads that tuck into your boots?
Yeah.
Got you through the pad, eh?
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
they're the soft pads, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, they're sort of soft.
Find some shade?
I just